Cap it out. Whitey man na Tibwanji. Lola Valley. Bashitina na Bashiwupe. LSK stand up. Bukasa, let's get these niggas ready. We stand up.
Nini nasikia usonga kule kwanza muntu wanga no. It's a blessing or a case I wanna let you know. If life is a game I focus on the go. On the go. I used to pray for times like this. Popping bottles, chilling with my dogs. Shout out to the niggas, Sushi, that's my dog. All the pretty girls wanna come to my section. Oh God, what a beautiful night. Oh God, what a beautiful night.
Balls right there, and many more songs coming through all the way from our today's guest. So this man has been in the industry for a while, for a long time. He goes by the name Camstar. I have so much respect, man. You have been holding down the culture, the hip hop culture. You have been there. You're one of the artists that I know who blew up when you were still young. Can I say in your youth, teenage? You're still a youth.
Yeah, I was a teenager, man. I was like 18, 17, somewhere there.
Yeah, that's when much I enjoy your body.
Body. That's why on H-Mac's album, The Lost Files, the song we did, titled Classic Yo Body.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was me on the song, Johnny C, Moby Rooks, and I think there's Brian on that song.
Yeah.
So just telling people to say, you know, I'm from that era, you know what I mean? The Fubu era, the Dada era, School of Hard Knocks era.
Yeah.
I'm a Yo Body from that generation.
For people that don't know,
you know what I mean?
The songs that we can say from your name, man. The Crisis now, he calls himself Chisenga song. One of the songs that, still one of the songs I can say, it's still one of the songs that is unbeatable. I remember at MTV it became number one.
Yeah, China O, it became number one.
Number one.
It was nominated for the best African hip hop song that year. Unfortunately, AKA won, and I was very upset about that because I thought we were going to win. Yeah, so that was a big song.
How was it back then, having a big song when you're just coming from a country, Zambia, per se, and you're competing with all these big artists from other countries?
You know, the funny thing about fame, the first time you get it, you never actually know what you have. You know, it's something that you think you tend not to even know how big you are. You know what I mean? Because I was just this guy who so happened to be on MTV based Channel O, and I was looking at that like, oh, okay, I'm here. Okay, so what? What next? Like, I didn't realize how big that was. You know what I mean? So I'll be honest with you, I didn't really realize just how big that was. You know, and maybe wake up in a white, you know, because when you're young, you take a lot of things for granted, and you think everything is just normal, but then actually something that is huge happened. You know what I mean? Exactly. And then at that time, we didn't even have social media and whatnot, so you couldn't really know how big you are. You could be big countrywide, but you don't even know that people in Kitwe know you. You think maybe you're just known within here, but then with social media now, when you're big, you tell from the numbers, from how many people are mentioning you. So it's different then, and now it's totally different. So we didn't really know how big we were.
But if you could change back then and now, what would you change? Maybe that you feel like I would have made use of it, I would have worked on it.
The only thing I would want to change is I wish we had social media then. That's all. I wish we had social media then. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? Because social media has made meeting up with people outside the country easy. Networking has become easy because of social media. So that's the only thing I would want to be there. If at that time, you know what I mean? I would want Facebook to be as big as it is now. I would want YouTube to be as big as it is now. Because now, imagine at that time when the Fire Inside was big on DSTV, and imagine now mix that with social media. Like now, it's huge. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I think I would want to happen. Yeah, like how Sampa the Great, how social media helped Sampa the Great. You know, I mean, she reached certain heights because of social media. Yeah. So social media has really made things easy, and I would wish social media was there at that time. Yeah.
Let's talk about the culture of hip hop. Why you are here on a hip hop edition, and you dropped your brand new album.
Yeah.
So many things happened, man. We saw it being taken down again,
Yeah.
going back. What really was going on? I failed to understand. What was happening?
The album was taken down 3 times.
3 times on Boomplay.
Yes. 3 times in the space of 3 days.
Did you try to do a research what really happened or what was going on?
Yes, we did. We did do a research, and you see, the first time it got taken down, we emailed Boomplay, and it became a legal issue. We talked to them, and then they said, "Nah, we're sorry. There must be a glitch in our system, whatnot." But we knew that wasn't the case anyway, so they fixed it. Then the second time around, the same thing happened, and it was becoming a bit irritating, and it was on our part, it was messing with our numbers, because now people kept on calling and saying, "Yo, album, we're trying to stream, it's off." And the reason it was giving when you press on that album was copyright. You do not own the copyright of this music.
Who was owning it?
So now that's the question. So we're asking Boomplay to say, guys, we've been sending you music under this label for 4 years. We own this music. So what has changed now? Why are you saying this music is owned by another person? That was really strange. Ain't that strange? That was the first time ever Boomplay had this situation. You know what I mean? That was the very first time this ever happened. So we knew to say there's definitely a Zambian handler who is interfering with this album and this upload. You get the point? Because Boomplay does have representatives in Zambia. Did you know that?
I did not know about
Yes, they do have representatives in Zambia. There's certain people who chose themselves to represent the rest of the Zambian industry. There's a few people who handle the Boomplay in Zambia. This is why there's even a Zambian Boomplay Facebook page. It's being handled by Zambians. Obviously they can't reveal their names, because once they do that, then the whole world is going to know when something goes wrong, who to point to. So that's the situation. So now we made it a very legal issue, and we involved lawyers from outside the country, and we threatened to sue Boomplay.
Okay.
Yes, we did. We gave them an ultimatum and we threatened to sue, and that's how come the album now eventually just stuck. They couldn't take it down, because now they actually tried to remove the whole catalog. They removed all my songs. They also removed the whole New Age catalog. So now we're like, okay, who's removing the whole catalog, and for what reason? Why is everything else there except this catalog? Why is my whole catalog removed from Boomplay? And if you're talking about copyright issues, I think Spotify should be more strict about copyright issues. There's so many people who've uploaded music on Boomplay that don't own that music. There's so many Zambian songs on Boomplay as we speak. You can also upload music on Boomplay without having a lot of issues. You can do it on your own. But when it comes to Spotify and these other big streaming platforms, those are very strict. It's hard when it comes to copyright issues. So how come the only streaming platform that had issues with Boomplay, which has a Zambian handler? There's all these questions. So we do know exactly, and we do have some suspects, but we'll get into that later.
Did you feel like that also affected your promotion of your album?
Yes,
Because look, there's no way you're going to post about it later. We're having difficulties for us to get to stream your album. Because the majority of Zambians are familiar with
Boomplay, exactly. So yes, it did affect us a lot in that way. The first time I complained about the situation, some media houses picked it up. They also spoke about it. Then the album was back on, and I said it's back on. Then it was taken down again. I could not go back and say, guys, it's off Boomplay again. I'll start looking disorganized. So I just kept quiet, and we decided to just take care of this stuff behind the scenes. And probably that was the plan that these guys had. They wanted to make us look disorganized. But I guess it's a story for another day.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's get a move on. You declared yourself as the best rapper in the country.
Let's
have this conversation.
Yo, PMC.
Yeah.
PMC. Do you know how many rappers say they're the best?
So many rappers.
Every rapper says it's the best.
Yes.
Right? How many kings do we have in Zambia?
So many kings.
There's King Dizzo, King Illest, King Boga. You know what I mean? They might as well be King PMC. You know what I mean? Might as well be King Cam. You know what I mean? King Reg. You know, there's nothing wrong with calling yourself a king. You know, everybody wants to be the best. Hip hop is about competition, and you got to say you're the best. How are you a rapper, and how does Jay-Z say, nah, I ain't the best, Nas is the best? What are you trying to do? You know, you're supposed to feel yourself, right? Your fans feel you because you feel yourself. You know what I mean? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm the best rapper in the country, and I've got a dope album to prove it.
Okay.
If there's someone who's better out there, let them drop an album right now and let's compare.
Seems like Chisenga didn't agree with that. He wrote something saying, he said there is no better rapper than him in the country. I'm not in the country. Ali Shiva. and he also put some very provocative Bemba words. Yeah, which I can't say on
insults,
radio.
which you can't even say on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a 45-year-old man. Like, I don't
Are you guys okay though? Do you guys communicate? You had the biggest song. The song you had the biggest song in the country, Far Inside. Are you guys in good books?
Well, from when I saw that and I saw what he was saying about me, clearly he's got a problem with me. You know what I mean? So I can officially say he does have a problem with me. We're not in good books at all. Because if we're in good books, there's no way you can use that language. Don't you think so? Yeah. So we're not in good books at all.
How many people are you going to not be in good books? There's Krytic now, Issue, which I've been seeing. I also want to find out the Macky2 story, the old-time Macky2 story. I'm trying to look for that story.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember the story that I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. And
TFP also.
Yes. TFP also put up a post about
what's the problem?
My G,
are you the problem?
My G, I'll tell you this. At the moment, I'm feeling like Drake, man. There's so many rappers against me. I have 10 rappers. Every single day I wake up, there's somebody dissing Camstar. It's now become like, okay, Camstar has got a tough album, so everyone is throwing shots. I can count 7 diss songs that I've heard in the past 3 weeks. Everybody is dissing me. But then, I'm not surprised, PMC. It's part of the game. When you're on top and you have media attention, people are talking about you. Rappers want to have the piece of cake. Some of these rappers haven't had this kind of media attention in their lives before. Some of them had this kind of media attention 10 years ago. So I'm the one in the spotlight, and these guys want to take a piece of the cake. It's part of the game. That's how it works. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about you.
You shoot the guy on top.
Yeah.
You know? That's what it's about. It's that simple. So with the Krytic situation, I don't have a problem with Krytic personally. I feel like it's a rap thing. You know, it's a rap thing. Rappers do get at each other, and it's never really personal, you know what I mean? It's about the game. It's a competition, you know what I mean? You got to get at the person that's happening for you to also be in the conversation. So with that, I have no problem with Krytic. But then Crisis seems to have a personal issue, particular personal issue. And that's why now I can draw the line. You know what I mean? I don't know what the big man's problem is. I don't know if it's also standing in line to get attention. I don't know. Or if he has a personal issue.
But did you try to reach out after you saw his post?
I should ask you one thing, PMC. All these issues people are raising about Camstar now, do you think it's coincidence? Because some of these issues they are raising are issues that, according to them, are issues that happened 2 years ago, 1 year ago. So why are you raising these issues after Camstar drops an album? Why didn't you raise these issues before he dropped the album? So, if I'm putting one and one together, it's okay. He's got a tough album. He's getting attention. Let me get some attention. Let me diss him, hoping he disses back. I get into the picture. I get some numbers. That's what it's about. That's how I'm looking at it. If I ask you, PMC, what do you think it's about? I have a problem with you. It's been 2 years. You don't tell me. You don't talk about it on social media. And then once you drop an album, an hour or a day later, I come and say, I have a problem with him. He said this 2 years ago. What are you going to think? Won't you ask why this guy didn't say all this stuff years ago? Right? You're going to ask why I didn't say these things years ago. I'm only coming at you because now you got an album out. Let's get serious, bro. You know what I mean?
Now let's talk about the other thing also. I'm going to find out from you. Macky2, when you wrote what you wrote, it says it's funny how you can shameless type all this, something that you wrote.
I was talking about browing.
Yeah. So my question is far away from Macky2, but one of the things that some people that follow you been asking, they don't know how to follow you. This time you're with this record label, the other time we're with this record label. Now you are with New Age, the current record label that you're working with. Maybe you can just give us information where what has been making you move from this rebel to this record label to another one.
New Age was founded by H-Mac. H-Mac came from XYZ. New Age is basically I don't want to say it's XYZ, but the engine that's moving New Age was from XYZ. So I would not say I moved from XYZ to New Age, because the person that I'm working with is the same person I was working with at New Age. It's H-Mac, and I've never been signed to New Age. New Age is a label just like MB's Generation. MB's Generation can make an album for Tommy D. Did Tommy D move? Okay, let's talk about Tommy D. Tommy D was signed to Sling Beats, right? Tommy D was signed to Ranel's label, right? Tommy D was signed to One Love Studios with Joey Fingers, right? Tommy D has now got an album under M Beats, right? So why aren't we talking about Tommy D being movies? Why is it always a problem when Camstar does something? Why is it a problem when Camstar says he's the best? Why is the whole country saying, nah, he can't say that? Why are they saying, nah, why is he going from that label? Nah, dude, these things happen in the industry. It's normal. If the deal is bad at Kalandanya, I'm going to leave Kalandanya. I'm going to go to Nexus. Your Maps was signed to Kalandanya. He left. He went to Nexus. Why didn't people shoot him down? If right now another label comes in Zambia and offers Your Maps more money, he will go to that label. It's a fact. I was working with Diamond Chain under Crisis. Crisis ran away from his own label, went to Australia. The label was shut down. When I met Crisis, Crisis was alone. He was working with Ray Grams, John Woo, and those guys. Those guys left that label. When I met him, he was alone. When I went to Diamond Chain, I recruited people on the Diamond Chain. I brought Nick Pro there. I took Clapper Hayes there. I took Magic Links there. It became a whole army that Camstar brought. You know what I mean? I built that army. That army got crushed. He ran away from the studio, from the country. From there, I became solo, dropped an album. I blew up with Exile, those songs and whatnot. I blew up. After that, who did I work with? There's a guy called Macky2 who I started working with, because Macky2 is a guy who, when I was with Diamond Chain, this is the guy we're promoting. This is the guy we're helping get publicity in Lusaka. He had beef. You
were promoting Macky2?
Yes, we were promoting Macky2. This is a fact. Okay. This is why when you listen to my earlier songs at Diamond Chain, like Power of the Tongue, you listen to shout outs of me saying shout out to Macky2. This is the guy we're promoting. And Macky2 was also shouting us out on Facebook. That time Facebook was just starting in Zambia. This is a guy we're close to. So me and Macky2 working together was a thing. Like, okay, you know what, dude? We've been close. We were not getting along with slapdee. Slapdee was a pain in everybody's A in Lusaka. Everybody was going at slapdee. Tommy D was going at slapdee. Slapdee was against like a lot of Lusaka rappers. He was alone. We were against him. So obviously a lot of us were like, okay, you know what? Which guy are we going to promote against this guy? Okay, let's put Macky2 there. So we promoted Macky2.
Who suggested that?
We suggested that. We as a collective. As a collective. We didn't have to make a meeting, but then it was just like something that was moving in the room, in the area, you know.
And how is it possible that you saying you were promoting Macky2 and later you got signed by Alpha Entertainment?
Yes, of course. I got signed to Alpha Entertainment with Macky2. I was young by then, dude. I had a buzz. I was so big and I was so young. Macky2 is way older than me, but then obviously I got attention earlier than him. So that's the situation. I was still a youngster then. So when I went to Macky2, it was something that was very natural. You know, I felt like this guy is part of the family. You know what I mean, right? You get what I'm trying to say? He was like part of the family, and we had a deal. You know, there's certain things that he said he was going to do. He was supposed to keep his end of the bargain. You know, there's certain things in the contract that he was supposed to be doing. That
For
he
you?
did. Yes, according to the contract. There were
While you
things
were
that
signed under our
yes,
code.
there were certain things he was supposed to be doing. We signed the contract. I went there with Nick Pro again. We signed the contract, and a couple years in, I was not seeing those things happen. You know, and then because they were not happening, and I was seeing a lot of, it was like, you know what, I can't be a part of this anymore. You know, and then to make it worse, Macky2 woke up one day, made a meeting, and said, guys, I'm now leaving the Copper Belt. I'm no longer part of Alpha Entertainments. I'm going solo. I'm moving to Lusaka. He made a meeting and said, you know what, guys, from now on, you guys got to take care of yourselves here. Yo, Sheffy, you know what to do with these guys here. You're on your own. You guys work on your own. He left, came to Lusaka. That's how he moved. So I'm like, okay, so this guy now just dumped his own label and then he's gone somewhere else. He's not following the contract. Who am I to stay?
How is it possible that situations are repeating itself? You're saying Crisis Chisenga left his record label Diamond Chain.
Well,
and you were working on it. Macky2 also, you're saying left Alpha.
Yeah, when people find greener pastures, they do leave. You know, when slapdee found greener pastures at Kalandanya because there was money, what did he say? I think we've all watched that interview, right? People up and leave when they find something good, something personal that's good for them. They do leave. It happens, and it's happened all over and over again. So many artists left their labels to join Nexus. Am I lying? At one point, KB left K Army and joined Nexus, became the president. Am I lying? So it's not something that only Camstar or that let's say a Macky2 or a what. These things happen in the industry, especially in Zambia. I don't know with other countries I don't know if Jay-Z is gonna leave Rockefeller and say, because Universal is signing me, so let me dump Rockefeller. There's more money. I don't know about that. I've never seen that happen that side. But here, it's when he became president. Yeah. But that was a different situation. He was not like the sole owner of Rockefeller. Rockefeller had like Damon Dash, Biggs. He was not the sole owner. Now we're talking about where you're the owner. You started this label and it's yours. Then you dump it, and then you go somewhere else because there's more money. This thing has happened in Zambia a lot, you know. So it's not like it's only happening to me. You get a PMC? Nah, that's not the situation.
Sorry, I'm catching you, but why are we still getting signed when maybe some people out there, they feel like you and what you've done for the industry, maybe they were expecting you to have your own record label, not to be under someone, do something maybe on your personal side?
I have, you know,
or maybe
I think
other artists.
There's so many artists I've helped in my life. There's so many artists I've helped get signed. You know what I mean? Some of these things just don't get said in the media. Sometimes I'd rather the artists themselves say some of these things. Because when I say what I've done for people, it's going to make the headlines and they'll be saying Camstar talks too much. You know what I mean? But then there's so many producers I personally put on that are doing very fine at other labels. Well, let me just put it out there. Let me give you examples. Mixtezo was a person that I put on personally, and these guys, later on, they came to me and said, Camstar, what you did for me, you really helped me. I'm now able to take care of my family. I'm doing this and that. You know, Alicia Long is a person I personally took up. I took him from label to label until he got signed, until HMAC signed him. You know, and up to now, he's a person that I still help out in the background. So there's so many people that I've helped out in the background, and I don't say these things. So I'll tell you one thing, PMC, I am a big dog. There's so many people I've helped out. And if you ask some of these guys properly, they will tell you.
How do you describe a successful artist in your own way?
Successful artist, let me speak for myself. I don't want to speak for everybody, you know what I mean? Because success is measured differently. Success, other people measure success through money. You know, you make a dance song, it's a big song, you're doing shows and you're getting the 10 pin per week. Some people measure that as success. I measure success as being able to do what you love, make money out of it, be relevant for a long time, help other people, change people's lives using your talent and your connections. For me as an artist, that is success. Yes.
There's someone that wrote something about you, in as much as you said you're not regarding that, but krytic has done something for you.
He's done like four. Why
are you not getting back?
Dog, I dropped an album. Let's say I dropped an album at 9 hours. Krytic had a diss song at 10 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And after 2 days, he had another diss song. You know, after a week, he had another diss song with another guy. So I'm like, dude, I just dropped an album. There's 13 songs I'm pushing. I'm shooting videos. I'm doing interviews. I'm making these t-shirts. I'm trying to get an endorsement deal. And you want me to go in the studio to respond to this one song? Now I stopped everything I'm doing in the world. Everything I'm doing.
For the culture.
And then, yes,
For the culture.
I am doing something bigger than that. That's small. What I'm doing is bigger, you know? My agenda with this album, first of all, I have two agendas. Agenda number one, Lusaka people had to wake up. There's so many, yes, they were asleep.
Okay.
Macky2 has entered Lusaka and he's made Lusaka his city. This is a person that has got training camps in Lusaka full of copper belt artists. And there's nothing wrong with that. You see, he's taking care of his people. He's doing what he has to do. He's their Moses, taking them to the promised land. He promised them things and they're happening. Copper belt people are happening in Lusaka. We cannot take that away from them. There's Ozone there, there's this guy, there's Shapy's there, there's White Celeb, and they all live in Lusaka. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to Lusaka people like, guys, what's going on? Wake up, do something about this. This is our city. So that's my agenda on this album. If you listen to the first song, second song, third song, in matter of song, I'm telling Jae Cash, dude, this is your town, it's your city. It's your time. Be a king. Don't be a bootlicker. I said that. And thankfully, Jae Cash responded on Facebook, tagged me in the post and said, you know what? I'm not a bootlicker. I know it's my time. Thank you for always having my back. LSK for life. He said that. So which means I actually woke people up. So this album is an album that is supposed to wake Lusaka up and make everybody see that they need to do better. Whether we like it or not, hip-hop is going to be about territory. It's going to be territorial. Any country, any place on planet Earth, New York rappers want to see New York be on top. LA wants to see LA be on top. That's how things are. It's part of the hip-hop game. So it's nothing personal. Me, I don't hate copper belt people. Nah. I see this as competition. Matter of fact, I congratulate Macky2 for doing what he's doing. Because what he's doing is what other people should be doing. Okay. You get my point, right?
So,
other people. I don't want to mention names, bro. You? I am doing something about it because I'm waking these guys up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm thinking so many people should also wake up and do the same. Okay. And then let me just finish. Lusaka, a lot of Lusaka artists are hypocrites. That's one thing I've observed. You know what I mean? You be with this person in the background, hanging out, talking about something. He's seen what's going on. You've seen what's going on, and you're just having a conversation about it. Dude, what do you think about this? You know what should be done is this. You know, we need to work together. We should do this. We should be sharing our music together. You talk with these people. You know what I mean, right? They drop an album. You help promote the album. You drop an album. They keep quiet. When there's some smoke somewhere, they keep quiet like they know nothing about it. But in the background, they're telling you to say, what you're doing is good. I like it. You get my point? So, copper belt people on some real stuff. They move as a unit. Lusaka people on some snake-ish. This is what the problem is. So it's really difficult to coordinate.
I have 10 minutes before
I'll give you an example. Bobby East is a person that when I announced my album with H-Mac, Bobby East came to my WhatsApp. Dude, I really like what you're doing, you LSK guys. I love what you're doing. You know what? I'm a fan of what you're doing, your movement. I'm like, oh, okay. I've been seeing Bobby East in a long time. I've spoken to him in a long time. What's this about? So yeah, we have this conversation and he's like, you know what? Your album, it drops for what, blah, blah. I'm going to share it, blah, 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 blah. And now it's about time now. We on the Lusaka agenda. I'm out there talking about this Lusaka agenda and I hit him up saying, yo, dude, the album is out. Let's move as a unit. Like we said, like you said, you came to me. This guy just goes quiet. So now I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? You know what I mean? You in the background, you for the agenda, you hit me up. When it's time to do this thing in public, you're running, you're hiding. So there's so many guys who do this. And I feel like it's hypocrisy. You know, no disrespect to him, but it's hypocrisy. So that's the kind of hypocrisy that I'm trying to say Lusaka people are on.
Let's get to move on. You have something that you want to give out to the public out there who are listening to this conversation right now. What you have some t-shirts well branded.
Yeah, well, very well branded, man. It's basically a collaboration. It's Love or War merch.
Okay.
Collaborating with Rick Jones Limited. Rick Jones is a electronic. He's into electronics, everything electronic. You know, they have computers, they have everything, microphones, phones, anything electronic anyway. So we partnered with them on this particular album, and they were being powered by them.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is why we've been giving out some power banks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nalo shedding. That's the way to go right there.
Exactly.
So what should someone do when they get to call in and maybe they want to win themselves a t-shirt or a power bank?
Maybe ask them about you choose, decide the questions. Let's talk about the album.
Okay.
How many songs are on the album, who features on the album, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So call us up if you want to walk away with a power bank or a t-shirt right now on Joy FM. We have a few minutes to go, about 9 more minutes to go right there. So in 4 minutes, if you can do that right now, then you can get to walk away with either a t-shirt or maybe a power bank right here on Joy FM. So the number that you're calling me up is 0977 165 743, 0977 165 743, or 0953 323 738. We're still having a conversation with our today's guest. Camstar is in the studio right here, and we want to get to hear from you. Try to call in. The question might be simple, so don't be scared. Try to call in. I'll ask a very simple question. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Your name? Where are you calling us from?
Jane, within Lusaka.
Okay, so Jane, we have Camstar on Joy FM.
Jane, how you doing?
Good, Camstar. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's pretty hot in here. This guy's asking me dangerous questions, but it's all good.
Okay, so I'm giving you an opportunity to get to ask her any question.
Okay, Jane.
Okay.
Mention 2 people that are on my album Love or War.
Okay, so there's Bukasa and Tommy D.
Wow.
Okay.
That was simple.
Then the other question is who the last question. Who have we partnered with? Who's our partner on this album?
Wow, you're just from saying it.
Pardon? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Who have we partnered with on this album? Who are we being powered by?
Rick Jones.
Wow,
you won.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Someone's been following. Someone's been following. Okay, so send us your full names. We'll let you know how you're going to get. So which one is she getting? A power bank, a t-shirt?
Give her a power bank.
A power bank.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, you've got yourself a power bank. Send us your full names and some details. We'll call you after the show.
Congratulations, Jane.
All right.
Thank you very much for coming
so
through.
much, Camstar.
All right. So you can also come through right now. Call me up and you have here. Those are few interesting questions. I'm happy that you're asking questions that we'll be talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just trying to see who's been following.
Okay, so 0977 165 743 is the number that you're calling us up right now. So if you can just pick up one more last call right here on Joy FM. Hello.
Hello.
Ati bwanji uko muri bwanji.
Bwino bwanji bro.
Bwino ne bandana vela kuti Joy aba.
Martin.
Mr. Martin calling us from where? Livala. So Martin tina wa Camstar mwaziba.
Twaziba.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can ask a question.
Mr. Martin, Atao.
Yes, boss.
Nice one. Reporting live from Lusaka. Eh?
Yes, boss.
Okay. So can you mention 2 songs from my album?
Coastline featuring Nick Pro and Waiku.
Okay.
And Guarantee featuring Kobe.
Oh, nice one. Last question. Who is the producer on the album?
On which song?
Any song of your choice.
Any song, just say a producer.
Mohsin Malik and Master Jada.
Whoa, wow. You mentioned 2. Hapo anambasera mbaini. Hapo anambasera mbaini.
Hey! Martin. Anyways, what are we giving Martin?
Let's give him a t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin.
Yes, boss.
Takusingira t-shirt.
He merchandise.
So make sure that you do the same as well. Send us your full names. We'll call you after the show on how you are going to get the t-shirt.
Okay, boss.
All right.
Congrats, bro.
Okay, so Camstar, I wish we could pick up more calls, man.
Yeah.
Time was on our side.
Yeah.
Maybe in your remix, your album is out.
Yeah.
What else did you want to talk about? Maybe in 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
I just want to say to all the people that support Zambian hip hop, continue supporting Zambian hip hop, and also let's I don't bring any division here, by the way, BMC. But I just want to say to the Lusaka MCs, you need to represent your town, represent your city. People in Southern Province, represent your town, represent your city. I see Tiger Tonka there is rocking. I see King Ellis rocking there. It's good. It's good for competition. It's good for the culture. It's nothing personal. Let's all represent our cities and keep it peaceful. Even when you're beefing on records, keep it peaceful. We should not be personal. So yeah, so that's all I want to say, PMC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Camstar, was great having you. You're lucky that time was on my side. I would have put you on spot for a freestyle.
Well, I'm already feeling like I'm freestyling. Man.
Okay. Or maybe you are daring me to put you on spot right now.
I'm already feeling like I'm freestyling. You know what I mean? With the amount of things I've said. The amount of things I've said.
Anyways, we'll leave it like that. Thank you very much for coming through. Right to enjoy.
Thanks for having me, MC, and continue supporting Z Music, PMC.
Nice.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's go straight back to his 2 songs from his album. The other one that features Bukasa, and also the other one also coming through right here. So keep listening. Coming up is The Rush right here. Enjoy.